pretty interesting wedding cakes this weekend. One of which is a non-traditional wedding cake. The bride and groom don't want their regular tiered, stacked, big to-do. They want a tree stump.
Cool.
They want it very ornately decorated with leaves, fall leaves, mushrooms, flowers. Most important part is that their name is carved into the side of the cake.
Cool. How many servings?
175.
Ooh.
Big tree stump. And the top to have the rings that like a tree would have. They want it to be very realistic looking. And they do have a little topper that's somebody made for them that's birds and a little nest.
Gotcha.
So when I met with them originally, this is kind of the design that we came up with. The ivy, you know, the acorns, the fern, and then the initials carved into the side. They love the hazelnut cake. They love the Nutella buttercream. So we wanted to play all that into it, and the chocolate buttercream as well.
Gotcha.
They want it to be buttercream icing. So we'll do something chocolatey buttercream, kind of whatever,
like
on the outside, like bark.
Right. Gotcha. Cool. The top would have to be like a mocha buttercream so that it's like a lighter color when the tree is cut.
Oh, right. That's true. Okay, so the cake has to serve 175 people, so it's going to be a lot. I'm envisioning a lot of the same size cakes stacked up, and then we can carve it out a little bit. So I think we're going to have to bake a good amount, like probably 9 or 10 layers of the cake. Do you think that can stand up?
Yeah, I think we'll just put some structure on the inside of it, and that way the place can cut it easier.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, we need some like extra cake to go down and have the root like growing off and like kind of fading down into the board.
Right.
And maybe like some moss or like grass around the bottom.
Okay.
So we'll need probably, yeah, I would say at least 10 layers.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to Bob about that, and he can start baking it. I guess we need to get started on it pretty quickly.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, sounds good.
Bob!
Yes.
I have a cake for you to bake.
All right.
Not a traditional tiered wedding cake. The bride and groom want something very different. A tree stump.
Okay.
For 175 people. It needs to be hazelnut cake.
Okay.
So this is what I need.
13 9-inch?
13 9-inch? No. 9 or 10 13-inch.
Oh.
13 9s would look like a twig. Needs to be a nice size tree stump.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
I'll get it in the oven.
Okay.
Action.
Hey, I'm thinking about the structure of this cake, and I'm thinking that we're going to have to put boards in between the stump, like every 3 layers.
I think that's a really good idea because otherwise the bottom layers are going to be crushed.
Yeah. So if we build it similar to this, of course these cakes are going to be leveled, filled, what have you. It's going to end up being about this tall. How tall is this?
Well, I think it's going to be about 15 inches.
Yeah.
Because usually when you make the wedding cake, 9 layers of cake tall is about 15 inches, so I think we'll still have that same height.
Okay, that's good. And then we can have some extra down here for the roots and what have you. Kind of carve it out a little bit.
Maybe we can use when we level it, we can save these tops and use them to build this root structure. So it's not just like a perfectly round cylinder, it has some like gnarly bumps like a normal tree would.
Okay, perfect. So we should have enough cakes.
Yeah, I think this is enough cake.
Okay. Oh, I guess we have to put a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's just check it and see. Should we check and see if it's level maybe?
Yeah, let's check in between each layer. But see, you can slope a little off.
This way.
Oh, yeah, wrong direction.
Is the table level?
Table's level, Bob.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Check in.
Good.
All right, so I think that the best way to do it, because we're going to have the stump kind of coming out so that the roots kind of feather off to the edge of this, maybe not quite to the edge, but over to the side.
Yeah.
If we take the piece and slice it this way, I think that, and then stack it, like that.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to cut the angle this way so that this kind of lays right
Right
into
in the
that
cake.
side.
Cool.
And then we'll carve it from there down. I think that's the best option to do.
Yeah. Perfect.
So just
So, this cake is kind of funny. Like, why do they want this cake instead of a wedding cake?
Because they met under a tree.
Seriously?
No, because they carved their name into a tree one time. Were they like
And
high school sweethearts?
They,
Oh, I don't know. They just said like they have a tree that they carved their name into, and then they went back, and then it was cut down, and then they carved it into this stump.
Aw, is that
So,
real?
I don't know.
Okay, that would be cool though.
But if you know, I don't know,
That's cool.
that's their thing.
Plus, they really probably like trees.
Yeah, they're probably tree huggers. Tree huggers.
That's funny.
I don't know. I think it's a cute idea. I mean, are they going to tell everybody at that story at the wedding? I don't know. But, maybe. I guess maybe just having something different is nice.
Then all the acorns and everything.
Yeah, they're all going to go around the ear.
Some mushrooms.
Maybe a little vine.
Cool.
All right, Amy, this is your one-shot deal.
Okay, we have to put this plaque on with the initials. Line it up perfectly. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Okay, what do you think?
I think that looks great.
Good job.
I almost forgot the acorns. I almost forgot. Two little acorns together over here.
I hope you've enjoyed a little taste of life at the Bakeworks.
Bye.
No, he didn't.